Yeah, I mean, I believe it's a skill. Anything is a skill, and I would just say that, yeah. Well, the talent thing is also just, I don't know, really interesting topic, because there's just so many opinions about it. I used to have the opinion that talent is just something that you kind of predisposed a little bit. Like, let's say you have this 5% of a how to say, of a boost compared to other person who is not talented. So it means that this 5% of the boost that you just catch, you just grasp something quicker. It doesn't even have to be musically related or something like that. But it means that this boost will help you to be a bit faster when learning. But at the same time, if you're not hardworking enough, then that other person without that boost, he's gonna reach you at some point, and then go further, because you got lazy, because you thought, okay, everything is easy for you, and you would stop putting so much work in it. That's why I think that's probably something that happens a lot in music schools and stuff like that, when talented kids just don't take it that seriously, because it seems that everything works out, but then they really get to the high level and they start to compete, right, with people who were just grinding. People who are grinding, they still keep grinding, and you got lazy because you thought that everything would be easy. So that's the whole thing. But again, music is very subjective, so it's really hard to say what's talent and what's not here. There, I don't know. It's like, I think music is so hard to judge. I'm happy that it's not like sport, because in sport, if you, I don't know, if you're not genetically built well enough for, let's say, bodybuilding, you will never become a Mr. Olympia, no matter how hard you try, because you're just not built for it. Unfortunately, well, gotta blame your mom and dad for that, but you cannot do anything about it. But for music, it's like there are so many examples, right? I mean, so many guitar players might be bashing like Kurt Cobain for not knowing how to play guitar properly, but that's what made his style so unique. And he wasn't even a guitar player. I mean, he's not like, he wasn't even like, he was never positioning himself like, oh look, I do crazy things on it, right? He was just expressing himself in the way he could at that point of time with his level of skill. For some reason, it clicked so much that it's just basically melted the whole world away, and just killed the whole, well, whatever was before grunge, right? Hair metal, what it was there that grunge killed back then in 1991. So that's the thing. It's like, if you dissect whatever Kurt Cobain's talent, was he a good guitar player? No. What did he know a lot about theory or whatever? No. I don't know. Was he putting enough time into practicing? No, obviously. But for some reason, all of these things clicked in a way, so he didn't need all that. That's the question. So he managed to, I don't know, to change the whole world just with 3 albums, and that was enough. So that I know, who knows how things would be going if he would be still alive. And you can just put this perspective into any musician. Bloodhound Gang is my favorite example. Is Jimmy Pop you know Bloodhound Gang, right?
No, I don't.
It's the
Unfortunately, no.
You don't know Bloodhound Gang? Oh, that's such a pity. It's the great American band. It's I mean, probably you know the song "You and Me, Baby, we ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like you do it on Discovery Channel." And they have a lot of other cool songs. And this is like they're very sarcastic and very sex based, and it's like kind of nasty but witty at the same time. And singing is really bad. But I mean, they blew up and they're famous, and I love their music, despite the fact that I understand that, okay, that might not be the best singing in the world. And at the same time, I might not be interested in listening to the best opera singer in the world, who's just much more technically profound and everything, but I'm just not invested into it. I'm just not, well, interested. But at the same time, I would listen to somebody who sings kind of bad things about witty sex things, not because I'm a stupid person. I mean, hopefully I'm not stupid enough, but I'm just saying this is something that there's, in music, there's something that grabs your attention on a level that's really hard to explain. I wouldn't say it's an emotional level or something like that, but I just believe it's like a magic thing. You might even understand, okay, these lyrics are bad, the song structure is bad, these guys cannot play, but at the same time, something makes you get back to that time and time again. There's something so attractive to it. You would call it a guilty pleasure, but no, it's not, because guilty pleasure is a false concept, right? How it can be a guilty pleasure if it gives you pleasure? It means that it's worth it. It means that it has a value, right? So that's what I'm saying, and I don't know what I was the talent thing. So I'm just saying, talent thing in music is such a thing, so you don't even know how to explain that. I mean, sometimes you feel like you have to grind for 20 years to become good at the instrument, but sometimes it feels like you can blow up the whole internet and change the whole world if you have this unique combination of 3 chords and some profound lyrics and good people behind your back, like your bandmates, for example. So I don't even know. It's just so hard to even to give it a proper definition. Would love to know what you think.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with you. I know I mentioned I think talent is skill, but I think you're right. There is people where they get that initial edge, that 5%, and then it's usually those people where, not saying usually, but I say sometimes it's where it's easy for them, and then they kind of lag behind because those people who are pushing, they gain that skill, they build that skill of like pushing hard and like really, building that foundation where it's at some point they will surpass you because they've put in the time. And that kind of, I think, happens with anything, right? Like even business, music, doesn't matter what, like anything you want to do in life, you gotta make sure you keep pushing, like have that constant pressure forward. Even content creation, right? You need to just consistently push, and at some point maybe something will give.